Due to technical difficulties, we had a little pause there, but we're going to move back into, we're in the process of appointing Sarah Nazarian. I don't think we took a vote yet, so I think I was getting ready to take a vote. We had a motion, a second, and we had some discussion. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That will be unanimous. So we're going to have Sarah come up and her family, Russ and Jordan, right? Okay, I wanted to make sure I got that right. Okay, so here's where we're going to put you.
Okay.
All right, you're going to come stand right here. And Russ, come stand here. And Russ, you get to hold the Constitution. And,
You're your mama, though.
all right. So raise your right hand. Put your left hand. There we go. There we go. There we go. Turn it around that way. Correct? Got this correct now?
Are you looking at us?
Okay.
We're a really sharp family. Okay.
I, Sarah Nazarian,
I, Sarah Nazarian,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of village trustee
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of village trustee
of the Village of Fairport according to the best of my ability.
of the village of Fairport according to the best of my ability.
You're all sworn in. Thank you for coming tonight.
Oh, Russ, come here.
Yeah.
Make it good, it's going on Facebook.
Oh, boy.
Get your best side out there, you ready?
There you go.
Congratulations.
If you want to come on up and take a seat, and I'm sure somebody will take a picture of you up at the board for your first action.
Fun. All right.
Thank you for coming tonight. Welcome, Sarah. Okay, so we will continue on with our agenda this evening. And the next item on the agenda is under the appointments by the mayor for the time period of January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. For deputy mayor, we have Heidi Woika. And for the finance committee, we have Adam Bonoski and Sarah Nazarian. And the exception being if there are any vouchers from Fisher's Associates, Heidi will be brought back in to validate those vouchers. And both Heidi and Adam will train Sarah on how to do that. So that's the appointments. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
By trustee Woika, and a second?
Second.
By trustee Nazarian. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? That will be unanimous. Taking us to item number 3, appointments by the mayor with the approval of the Board of Trustees. I'm asking for a motion by the village board to appoint all those listed on the agenda for this evening, for volunteer boards, for folks who are members of the government staff, and for school traffic guards. Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
By trustee Bonoski,
Second.
by trustee Woika. All in favor? Or any Go ahead.
I was just saying, I think we have a few different folks, like a new chair on the planning board, right? Getting some new viewpoints there, but I know these folks, they're very good at what they do. I'm excited to see, people continue to be involved in the village.
Yep. Trustee Briggs, you had a question?
More just an explanation of the process for the appointments up to like the fire chief. Those appointments, they seem to be yearly, but that's really not the bigger picture. Could you just explain that?
Sure. So these are positions where for whatever they're outside of like civil service testing, and they give you those positions that the board can appoint. So basically, you can select who those are. It's nice from a staff perspective because you can go out and actually recruit for people to fill these positions that aren't based on a civil service list or something like that. So these are some historical positions that we've had on the books for years that we can put proper people in those positions to fill certain roles in the village. But yes, they are annual appointments. They're generally not open. They're staffers or full-time people that come in and do this work, and we use those positions to help fill those seats. So we do have to do it every single year because they are annual appointments, but yeah,
And you're their direct supervisor or direct boss?
correct.
So they have yearly evaluations and goals and strengths and
Oh, yeah.
things to work on?
Most certainly.
Public service announcement as to
sure.
where these things
Sure.
come from. And then I just noticed on an earlier draft of the agenda, Pat Rapp was on here for being appointed chair of the art committee, and I don't see that on this list.
I reached out to the Public Art Committee in December and never heard back from them. So they have their meeting on this Thursday night, and we'll be discussing at that meeting. And if they want to have her appointed, I can appoint her next month.
Because I reached out and said congratulations, and she's like, I'm busy tonight, don't need to be there. And then I just noticed it wasn't there, so.
Yep.
It's Thursday.
So all
it
of
is.
these people who are on this list for all the volunteer positions, they've all been talked with, communicated with either myself or the person who staffs their volunteer board. I reached out to the Public Arts Committee in December, and I didn't get a response back to talk. So I'll be at the meeting this week, and we'll take care of it at the meeting, and it'll go on to our next agenda.
Perfect, thank you.
Anything else?
I appreciate all the people that volunteer for the volunteer boards. They do a lot of good work.
Okay. With that, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That will carry unanimously. That's item number 3. That will take us to item number 4, a motion by the village board regarding the operations of the village. And that is included in your package. It's for the village board meeting schedule, work sessions, the official newspaper, and mileage compensation. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
By trustee Banowski. Second. By trustee Nazarian. I was just going to tell you, turn your mic on when you're talking.
I just found the button.
There you go. No problem. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? That'll be unanimous. Item number 5 is a motion by the village board to amend the employee handbook, section 401, holidays, to include Juneteenth as an observed holiday for the village of Fairport. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
By trustee Briggs,
Second.
by trustee Banowski. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? That will be unanimous. That brings us to item number 6, a motion by the village board to adopt various Village of Fairport policies and procedures, the board meeting procedure, cash management procedure, investment policy, and procurement policy, all of which were included with the agenda for this evening. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Trustee Wojka?
Second.
Trustee Banowski? Any questions or concerns?
I do, and my packet I mixed up, so I'm not sure which one these are. I think it's the procurement policy. Just wanted some clarification on number 8, because I know it is the change orders. And if the project, if it falls within an equal or lesser amount, up to or 20,000, the manager can approve those change orders. I do think back to Liffridge Lane East, and when we were going back and forth with all the design changes and everything else, some of the monthly invoices were more than $20,000. So should we at that point have, as a board, had to vote on that since we were up and over our original estimate?
You essentially did, because when those design changes were happening via the village board meetings, you guys were directing, in that case, the engineering firm via me, to do design changes to show the changes that you were liking, right? So that's what was happening. So in that case, Lippers Lane East, that's what was going on. And some of the other projects, when we have these things, I mean, a lot of these things happen in real time. So you kind of need to make a decision on what some of those are. If you didn't do some of that work and some of that work backed up for a month, we would have some of those. But in any event, we generally know about them in advance. We vet those. They don't just happen by the contractor and all of a sudden we just like, oh, by the way, you're going to get an extra $60,000 bill. And it doesn't work that way internally. We're working through those. And then even on all of those at the end, the board eventually approves those budget amendments and those change orders via the capital plan anyway.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anything else? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? That will be unanimous. And, item number 7 is a motion to authorize designated signatories for the Village of Fairport: Julie M. Domratz, Mayor; Brian L. White, Village Manager; Megan A. Cook, Clerk Treasurer. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
By Trustee Briggs.
Second.
Who got it? Okay. Trustee Nazarian. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? That'll be unanimous. Item number 8 is a motion by the village board to authorize the designation of the following depositories of all money received by the village: J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and NICLAS. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
By Trustee Wojka.
Second.
By Trustee Banowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? That'll be unanimous as well. Item number 9 is a motion by the village board to authorize claims for public utility services, postage, freight, and express charges to be paid in advance of the audit.
So moved.
By Trustee Banowski.
Second.
By Trustee Wojka. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? We'll move on to number 10. A motion by the village board to authorize the electronic delivery of proposed local laws to meet the aging requirement set forth in Municipal Home Rule Section 204. Is it Section 20?
It's section 20, subsection 4.
There we go. Thank you. That's exactly what I meant. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
By Trustee Wojka.
Second.
By Trustee Banowski. Questions or concerns? I think I explained that to you today, Sarah. All set? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Item number 11 is a motion by the village board authorizing the village manager to recruit, hire, and enter into conditional offers of employment with any and all employees as required by the Village of Fairport. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
By Trustee Briggs.
Second.
By Trustee Banowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? That will take us to item number 12. A motion by the village board to authorize village officials and employees to join and attend the following associations, conferences, or meetings per village board or department head approval as listed below on your agenda. And it continues on to the next side. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
By Trustee Briggs.
Second.
By Trustee Nazarian. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? And that takes us to item number 13. A motion by the village board to authorize a maximum of 4 fire department officers, Fairport Fire Department officers, or instructors to attend the annual Fire Department Instructor Conference in Indianapolis, Indiana.
So moved.
By Trustee Briggs.
Second.
By Trustee Banowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? That will be unanimous. There you go. So with that, I am going to ask to adjourn the very short organizational meeting this evening at Village Hall. Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
By trustee Oika, seconded by trustee Nazarian. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? I guess we're done. I forgot to say before this, our next board meeting is next Monday, January 12th, 6 PM in this room. And there's updates on the homepage of the village website regarding what's going on with the zoning code update. And the next step in the process, we'll be introducing it as local law number 2 next Monday, along with local law number 1. So there's information on the website if anybody has any questions. We'll be reintroducing it as local law number 2. And it has all the details. We'll be going through the same process for a local law again with another public hearing and then the decision whether to vote at that meeting with the public hearing what it's sent or whether we're going to hold it for another meeting to let that settle, the public hearing. Okay. I'm glad we had an audience.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
Good to see you back in the building.
Nice to be back in the building.
Good night, Tim. Are we still live?
Did we formally adjourn, right?
Yes.
Okay.